Although the majority of historical photographs are interesting, there's some that remind us that the world a few decades ago was a very different place. The world has changed for the better, but we can still look back at these photographs and remind ourselves of these events. One mysterious photograph is this one. It shows what looks like a strange man in the background. What caught most people off guard though is when they zoomed in on the man. He has a striking resemblance to Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger will go down in history as being an iconic horror movie character. Since making his debut in A Nightmare on Elm Street, he's featured in various sequels and remakes. Using a glove to take down those that stand in his way, it's hard to imagine where the idea for this movie came from. However, in an interview with Vulture, Wes Craven, who directed the movie, said that its origins are inspired by an article that he read in the LA Times. He said that in the article a family in Colombia was making their way to the United States. Once here though, their son started to have nightmares, and told his parents that he had to stay awake. The parents were concerned as they said he was afraid to sleep, and said that if he did, bad things would happen. The individual in this photograph looks like it could be Freddy Krueger's twin, having the same kind of fedora as he wears throughout the film series, with some pointing out that it even looks like this individual's skin is similar to that of Freddy's. As of right now, no one knows who this individual is. San Savolo. Just 10 minutes from Venice lies an island with a dark and troubling history. Although Italy is full of breathtaking views, one would not travel to San Savolo to take in the view. It is, however, perfect if you are a history fanatic with a liking for the macabre. The history of the island is linked to the monstrosities and hospitals that were built there, the first being the church dedicated to San Savolo. Between the 9th and 13th century, the island served as the home of Benedictine monks, joined later by a gang of nuns that had escaped the convent of Saint Leon, that had been utterly destroyed by a raging seaquake. However, by the 18th century, only a few nuns were left. As a result, during the war against Turkey in 1716, the monastery was shut down and transformed into a military hospital. From 1725, the Senate of the Republic of Venice made an executive decision. The hospital and the island itself were both used as a makeshift insane asylum, after mental illness was first recognized as a disease that could be cured. To begin with, the asylum was only used for rich patients that could afford their own treatment. However, starting in 1979, the Napoleonic government also sent poor patients to the island for treatment. Unfortunately, because of their class and resulting poor data polenta, many of these patients succumbed to pellagra, a condition characterized by mental confusion and bewilderment. Completely exclusive and entirely in keeping with the times, San Savolo only allowed male patients to attend the asylum. There were just 5 doctors in total, directly in charge of taking care of over 700 patients, each with a range of illnesses still being researched. For over 250 years, the island was used as a dumping ground for all of Italy's patients. That is, until the main hospital was shut down for the final time in 1978, due to a reform of the Italian legislation on psychiatric hospitals. Somewhat unsurprisingly, the metropolitan city of Venice now owns the island, including all estates and cultural assets associated with the asylum. The government established the Institute for the Study of Social and Cultural Marginalization, a foundation set out to preserve the asylum's history, maintain important records and restore the island to its previous extravagance. Since 1995, the island has also been home to the Venice International University, a centre for research and education, formed to bring the island's economy back up and provide a tourist attraction. Even more recently, the government began hosting an international artist residence out of the museum, which has since become a site for countless stunning exhibitions, vibrant festivals and incredible performances. The Boy and His Grandfather. It's been speculated by paranormal researchers that babies and young infants are much closer to the non-physical energy that we all originate from. This spiritual connection with Source enables them to remain energetically open to vibrations around them. As babies grow, researchers say they lose this close connection, and it almost becomes dormant. Some believe that before birth, a baby's spirit exists in an in-between realm, between their mother's womb and the spirit world. This is allegedly why so many young adults claim to see paranormal entities in their younger years. While being young, it's said the veil between their world and the earth realm is still very thin, which allows them to see things that adults can't. In this photograph, a young boy can be seen sitting on an old chair. The poster of the image said the boy's granddad had passed away shortly before this photo was taken. The boy asked if he could have a photograph of Granddad, and so they placed him on the chair. Not thinking much of it, the photograph was taken. However, when developed, they could see a mysterious red figure was sitting next to the boy. Those who've seen the image have said you can easily tell that the apparition is in the shape of a human, with other paranormal believers going on to say that the boy climbed on the chair because he could see his granddad. It's photographs like this that prove to some that ghosts are real, and that the subject needs to be investigated more. So what do you make of these mysterious photographs? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.